It's time for the shop report with
Barbershop Jay.
What up, sports fans? Welcome to the Shop Report. I'm Barbershop Jay. I'll be your host for the day. Here's what's happening. As always, we want to remind you the Shop Report is brought to you by Rocket Digital Media. It's the one-stop shop for all your digital marketing needs. You can look them up on Facebook at RDM Detroit, or you can slide on over to the website, rocketdigital.net. That's ROCKIT digital.net. And make sure when you're there, while you're there, you tell them that BSJ sent you. And for my folk out there in TV land, if you want to leave your questions or comments during today's program, by all means, please do so, and we will throw it up on the screen. And y'all know what's coming next. If you're one of them folks that wants to leave a question or comment that's indignant or ignorant in nature, won't be seen on this screen. Matter of fact, here's what you'll get.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
That being said, joining me on the program today, I don't know why he ain't here this way. We're going to give it to D. Gully anyway. The IT guy, D. Gully from the CO Lumbus. Glad you could join us. What it do?
What's going on? What's going on? How you feeling today, Barbershop Jay?
Okay, that's why Double J is first always, because at least he got something more to say. My God. And we're going to give Double J his intro, even though he's not here. Double J, tell the people what you say. He's parking the car in the garage out here. Oh, is that the boy LeBron? Oh, he's doing the, what's that, the stanky leg? I don't know. I'm just saying. We got a good lineup for you all today, or should I say we got a few items on the menu for you all today. At the end of the day, there are some things that are being said about pay-per-view boxing. Okay, that's not for today's show, but pay-per-view boxing. I just want to put it out there right quick. What's the Saudi prince who said that he's getting ready to eliminate the pay-per-views?
Oh,
yeah, okay, yeah. Well, cue the Jeopardy music.
Slips me.
Yeah, whoa. I know your mind. I know your memory ain't slipping. What happened?
I said his name slips me at the moment.
Okay, yeah, maybe you
what
just
did you eat today? What did you eat today?
I didn't.
Z, yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, like I said, anywho, we got some what Mark Cuban had to say about young fellas in the Olympics. And then we're going to talk about Caleb Williams. All right. In particular, what he tried to do in terms of his money to to avoid, I don't even know if I should say avoid, but in regards to taxes, he came up with, I thought was kind of ingenious, even though he's already been with the Bears, his first season and whatnot. And this came out before he actually got drafted. I just don't think that it got the traction that it should have, because it's very, very interesting what he tried to do. And then lastly, to round things out, we're going to ask, which NBA coach would you rather build a franchise around? And when we get to that, you all to see, we're going to throw a graph up. But in the meantime, let's start the show. All right. Our first item on the menu, as I just mentioned, was what he said. And that's Mark Cuban. Excuse me. Mark Cuban says, oh, and where's my graph, Double J? Oh, excuse me. Here we go. Right here. Let me throw this up right here. Where's it at? Oh, here we go. Let me read this to y'all. Mark Cuban says he hates NBA players participating. Why stop moving the screen?
Y'all need to just start yelling. Just moving the screen. Only you can see the screen being moved.
Okay, anywho, Mark Cuban. Okay, well then, I mean,
who took my popcorn?
Wait your turn, bro. Wait your turn. Mark Cuban says he hates NBA players participating in the Olympics and thinks it should be limited to players 21 and under. Quote, we're giving all these guys for free and taking all the injury risk. Give the Olympics to our young kids. Do the same thing as soccer. Let the 21 and under play for the Olympics and then create our own international World Cup. What would an under 21 lineup look? Well, I guess, I don't know. An under 21 lineup for Team USA, what would it look like? But here's the thing. A few things I got with that, right? Was Mark Cuban thinking this way or talking this way? Didn't Dirk play in the Olympics?
Yeah, I thought Dirk was in the Olympics for Germany.
Okay, well, whatever the case may be, I'm just saying, you know, my memory, I can say my memory fails me because I got an AARP card. You, on the other hand, you don't have no excuse. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. But was Mark Cuban talking like this or thinking this way when Dirk was with the Mavericks, but Dirk played in the Olympics?
I sure don't remember it.
I don't recall him saying that either. Okay. Now, this whole deal with injuries. Players can get injured in the preseason. You can't eliminate the injuries. But what you can do, as I've mentioned on more than one occasion, you can cut down on them because of the 5P plan is what I called it. Okay. Or P. Right. And the 5 Ps are what?
Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Poor performance. All right. And then in addition to that, wear some shoes that got some doggone ankle support. This rash of non-contact injuries, bro, they could only lend itself to two things. We done had this discussion before, but people keep coming in my inbox, want to talk C-Razy, and I'm not lazy. I'm about to tell you right now, these dudes do not, they lower extremities, bro. And you done heard players say it before, man. They get in there, they talent got them there, and they rest on their laurels. I ain't saying you had to be Kobe, may he rest. But if you go back and read up on the work ethic that he put in, how many players do it look like?
Right.
It's working on the fundamental aspects of their game. You tell me, when you watch a game. Oh, you can't tell me. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was with Steph, with the younger. Well, no, Paolo.
Paolo what?
I messed up his last name the last time.
Banchero?
Yeah, from Orlando. Yeah.
Okay, you think he work on his game?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, Jubba J, stop switching the screen, bro. Yeah, I know that's you. He's in here, y'all, but he behind the scenes. He's messing with the
machine today, huh?
What? Yeah, see,
the machine today.
Yeah, he messing with the controls. Did you do that? No, you didn't do that. But I'm asking though, seriously, if you wasn't talking like this then, you can't really be talking like this now. And Mark Cuban is not the owner of the Mavericks anymore, is he?
No, not the majority.
Okay, so he still got a percentage. Okay, but if you didn't say this before, why are you saying this now? Because now were the contracts as exuberant when Dirk was playing? I don't know, as they are now.
No,
because that's what this sounds like to me. Like, hey man, we paying way much more now, and I get it. You know what I mean? Somebody scratch your Bentley, you ready to go off. That might be a bad parable, but I'm throwing it out here. I'm trying to say, like, hey, you know, these guys are costing what we paying these guys, and then for you to have you get hurt over there and can't play for your team, so to speak, it's But that could happen on any play,
right?
And then what was the reason behind? Because we already had the young guys playing. When did the Dream Team came in? What, 92?
Yes.
Oh, all right. So for all of you all who are not familiar with the backstory to the Dream Team and how it led to them, Jordan and all of them playing in the first Olympics, in particular, I think it was a game against Russia. I know it was for USA Hockey, but USA Hockey beat Russia in 1980. I think it was a game against Russia.
You talking about Miracle?
No, not the Miracle on Ice. No. I'm saying it was one game in the Olympics or one of the world competitions where the young kids, they got mollywopped. And then which one, Gully?
I want to say, are you talking about before Olympic basketball, right? I thought it was the previous year's Olympics where they were not sending professional players. That's what led to the Dream Team.
Right. They were sending college players.
Right.
But it was a game, and I don't recall the game, but it was a game that the young guys got mollywopped, and it set the tone for, or set the stage for, the discussions about, okay, they're sending those other countries have their best, so we should send our best.
Correct. And that was so to confirm that was against the then Soviet Union.
Okay.
In the 1988 Seoul Olympics.
There was. Thank you, Double J. Shout out for that.
And believe it or not, the loss itself was not the molly-whopping. It may have felt that way, but it was only 82-76.
I know. Well, then let me add more. When I say mollywop, America, when they get on the big stage and they lose, they all hockey sticks break loose. You trying to say? So I'm saying mollywop in terms of perception, to be more Pacific. Okay, and I'm facetiousizing right there. Okay, so that's what set the standard, or set the wheels rolling for the professionals to get in. And then we saw what happened when Mike and them got in. It was just like, Mufasa versus Simba. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, it just was ridiculous. You know what I mean? And then, of course, the world eventually caught up. And then at some point, I think, what was in 06? What was it? 06? Spain was one of them world champions that didn't have an NBA player on their roster. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was having a flashback. It's something in the water. But all I'm saying is, why would he want to go back to that? Because the style of play in college back then was far more conducive to the style of play, right, in the NBA back then. Now, these guys are really not as fundamentally sound as they once were, believe it or not. For example, and I don't know if he played in the Olympics in that Seoul game. Maybe Double J, if you got a few seconds, maybe look up the roster of the USA roster. But a few, I'm just picking a name here. Think about a guy like Len Bias, for instance, or Hank Gathers. Who would you say in the current NBA, or current college arena or landscape, who would you say was 5'2" like a Len Bias or Hank Gathers? And I'm not even saying compare. I'm just saying if you watch that player, you say, oh, that player can do this. Oh, he can do that. He can do a multitude of things on both ends that make you say, oh, yeah, he would definitely represent USA well in the Olympics at 21 and under.
I have the list.
Okay, give me the list.
Willie Anderson.
Played with the Spurs, right? Gully?
Right.
Okay.
Stacey Ogman.
Oh, Spider-Man. UNLV, baby. Go ahead.
I'm telling you right now, Bimbo Coles.
Play with the Heat.
Yep, out of Tech. And then Jeff Grayer.
Duke.
Iowa State.
Oh, no. Iowa State?
Flint guy. Yep.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay.
And then Hersey Hawkins.
Oh, Hershey was on that. Oh, Mr. Pennsylvania.
Hey, I'm going to start looking at who was the coach.
I want to know all of that. Yeah, I want it all. Go ahead.
Dan Marley, another Michigan guy.
Oh, okay.
Dan Marley.
Okay.
Yeah, speaking of Miami.
Okay.
Danny Manning in the Miracles.
Okay. Kansas, right?
That's right.
Uh-huh.
J.R. Reed.
Oh, North Carolina.
That's right.
Okay. Didn't really do much in the pros, but at North Carolina, yeah, he was a name. He was a notable. Go ahead.
Right.
And then Mitch Richmond.
What? The rifle? I mean, no, that's Chuck Person. No, Mitch Richmond was a rifleman, right? Or was it Chuck Person?
No, that was Chuck.
Chuck Person.
Was
okay.
From Kansas State.
That's right. But Mitch Richmond was he was a sharpshooter though now. Okay.
And then the Admiral, David Robinson.
Oh, wow. You mean the dude who's always wearing the tight shorts to come and get me?
Okay. Please say you don't win the game,
I'm just saying.
No.
I don't like David Robinson. I'm sorry, but for the sake of this conversation, for the sake of this conversation, okay. So now, is that it, Double J? Who?
You have Charles Smith of Georgetown and Charles D. Smith from Pittsburgh, but this coach was none other than John Thompson from Georgetown.
Oh, whoa. Imagine that. Okay, then.
So, say what you will. Maybe was it a bad game? I don't know.
No. That's why I'm asking. That's why I asked you to bring up the rosters. Now, based on what we saw them guys do in the pros, matter of fact, what we saw them guys do in college, and you ain't even got to give me a whole lineup, but put together a current college roster that could beat that roster. Let alone, and I'm not talking about representing in the Olympics.
But that's the thing right now. If I were to give you this, right, this was our U19 team. that just went to
Okay.
in one gold.
Okay,
Right?
hold on.
There's Daniel Jacobson from Purdue. Yes, that was on purpose.
Oh wow. Really? Brandon McCoy? We really afraid of Brandon McCoy? Tyrann Stokes? We Jordan Smith Jr.?
Listen,
No relation.
Hey, listen, they were a part of a team that scored 109 points in the final.
Now, I will say this.
Man, cut his mic off, man.
Wait a minute.
I mean, Scott Williams, Scott Williams was a part of the three-peat too.
But wait a minute.
So was Bill Winnington.
Okay. So in other words, what you're doing, you taking my point and you misrepresenting it. You misappropriating the H-nizing. Okay, say that fast one time.
All I'm saying is you don't get to 109 without Brandon McCoy's 2 points. That's all I'm saying.
Now, I'm going to, again, with the roster here, look at the age, however. Remember, I said under 19 versus these guys are clearly U23.
Oh, well, okay. Well, I mean.
So it's not quite apples to apples.
Yeah, but it's still in the ballpark. It's still in the ballpark. I'm suggesting when you turn the tape, because first of all, whoever the under 19 team beat, like who. Yeah. Oh, thank you. My gosh, Double J. Why you ain't been doing that? My God.
You said not to touch the screen when I was trying to.
Yeah, well, I want you should
try to do it. You were like, don't touch my buttons.
No, that's not what he was. No, that's not what he was doing. Hey, listen.
Don't touch my PC.
Do the dance. Do the dance. My gosh. Well, y'all come on here on the team up. Y'all like the 18. Who you supposed to be? B.A. Baracus?
You got that right.
Yeah, stop it. Yeah, who he's supposed to be? Hannibal? Anyway.
Hey,
let me take a
Reese. Oh, that was the wrong guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, give yourself a button. Breaking wind, because that's what that was. I'm just saying, man, at the end of the day, who the team that the under 19 team beat, like, how experienced were they? Were they really any? Because I don't know the names of the guys. And who was the team again? Show me the team. Well, you don't have to show it to me. Tell me who the team was again, Double J, that they beat. That's Germany. Let's see. Yeah, italicize, please. Highlight. I mean,
So wait, so you said our young guys whom may or may not make it in the NBA beat the young guys internationally?
What are you looking at the screen?
Screen? Yeah,
I did that on purpose.
Our young guys who may not make it in the NBA.
He just showed us
the young guys from the international play. Right?
So this kid again is
the same German team that won the world championship just prior to the Olympics 2 years.
No, they did. That's not the same. This is under 19.
The same country, right? Same German national team. Remember,
not the
German
same team, bro.
Led by Dennis Schroeder.
No, this is not the same team. This is not the same team. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Hold on.
Don't do that.
Don't
do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
No,
don't do that. Don't do that. That was a ridiculous. That was a ridiculous.
Germany know how to pick a team that plays very well. They did it on the world stage 2 seasons ago. 2 years ago. Now the same country.
Either way it goes, the under 19 team is not as experienced as the grown folk.
And neither are our 19U team. But look what happened.
So what you
the same experience, right? Because I mean, we're looking at ages of the team. We're looking at these guys.
So you telling me that this under 19 team could beat the 1988 USA college team?
Not at all is what I'm saying. That's in fact what I'm saying. I'm saying that they could not. And I'm saying that the best that Germany had to offer under 19 couldn't hold a candle to the best that the United States had to offer under 19 or whatever age this is.
Okay, so then we going back to the original of the question now is, at the end of the day, would you be okay with putting together a 21 and under roster to go up against, in the Olympics now, against the foreign players?
Absolutely.
You would.
Absolutely.
More so than that roster in 88. You would put together this roster right here at 21 and under In the Olympics, because I'm not asking this again because I can't believe you just said that. You would take this roster and put it up against professional type, Olympic type competition over that 1988 USA roster. You would do that?
No. I'm on a whole
I'm trying to tell you. Listen with your ears instead of your mouth. Oh yeah,
I'm on a whole nother
yeah.
I'm not saying that. That wasn't even my point when I started interjecting that anyway. I'm not saying
because you were just interjecting to be interjecting. You be interjecting sometimes. You just interject.
The fact that on the world stage, see what you do is you like to selectively listen. You like to act like you're deaf when they shoot you. All right. Because you heard what I said.
Hey, I'm most deaf.
You was born at
Don't play.
You was born at night, not last night. So you knew what I was saying.
I like how you try to do that. I like how you do that. Yeah, I like how you do that. Yeah, that was a little Fritos corn twist. Man, stop it.
The group of guys that are young.
Get up out of here.
Listen, the group of guys, the group of young men that the United States put up against the group of young men from Germany and the rest of the world.
It won't be the same group of young men going up against the young men from the USA going up against in the Olympics.
Right. So put these guys through a test because here's what you can get. You're not getting Chris Webber and Christian Laettner, bruh. Cooper Cup. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm ready for football season. Exactly.
Cooper
what's in your cup?
That was Speaking of flags, a flag on the play, baby. Cooper Flag ain't in college no more, bruh. I'm saying.
But how old is he?
Old enough to eat cornbread without choking. What that got to do with he ain't in college no more?
He under 21, right?
So
he would be on the team.
Here you go. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, okay. I see where you're going. That was pretty crafty there, Inchine Private Eye. That was pretty crafty. So now we saying Dalton Connect. That what you're saying? Amando Baycott?
Under 21.
Okay, so you saying, all right, so Double J, who are put together, can you find a roster of under 21 players that's currently in the NBA?
Absolutely. Give me just a second.
Okay, we're going to take this off the screen. We're going to keep discussing. Okay, Gully, that was okay. I peeped your move right there. I peeped your move. I'll give you a button on that. Breaking wind. Man, stop it.
See, you need to stop that, boy. I can see the drywall peeling, whatever you got going on in that studio. I told you not to eat that stuff before the studio started.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay.
I told you.
Hell no. Man.
Hot box.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Okay. Anyway. All right. Okay, so while he looking it up.
All right, so here's what we got.
Okay.
So, again, those that just missed the cutoff: Brandon Miller, Chet Holmgren, Jaden Ivey, Matherin.
Holy.
They missed it. They're just going to be a little too old now.
Oh, dag nabbit. Okay. Well,
yeah.
Okay.
So now notable rookies: DJ Wagner, Isaiah Collier, Justin Edwards, and Ron Holland, and then Gigi Jackson, Derek Lively, Keontae George, Nick Smith, Noah Clowney, the Thompson twins, Scoot Henderson would be those that kind of are near the top of the list there.
Listen.
Okay, that changed.
Under 20. So when you put our youth, you put you assemble what you believe to be the best collection of our youth. You put them in the international stage. They're going to play professionals internationally that may give them a challenge. Okay.
Gully, hold that thought.
Let me finish.
No, hold that thought. Because I want to ask Double J something right quick.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Where how old is Dalton Connect?
I believe he's already 22, 23 years old because he was 4 years.
What Austin Reeves? Austin Reeves too?
Yep, over 24.
Okay, go ahead, Gully. My bad. I just wanted to know before I forgot. Yeah.
You put the best and brightest under 21 in the Olympics. So the future, what you ideally look at, the forecasted future stars of the NBA on an international stage in the Olympics. I find it hard to believe that they're gonna get dog walked or mollywopped. They may lose some.
I wouldn't say that. I mean,
I would find it hard to believe that they would. I even if they were to lose, let's say they don't take gold. But here's what I'm saying:
But that's why we're doing this, because you're adding context. Context and clarity are key.
About, because it's about the argument. No, the simplicity of the argument is why we get people talking out the side of their neck and saying Kobe ain't great. That's what we get. That's what we got here now. So we build context at the Shop Report. You taught me that, sir.
Hey, don't patronize and don't give me no false credit, because your credit that you give is like the Safe Auto guy. The fisherman guy. There's like $1 on the string, like $1 on the string.
Don't play me. Don't play me.
I ain't playing you. I don't. Hey, yeah, okay, yeah, right.
So, like I say, I'm gonna make this right because we need to get this to the reels. When you put the best and brightest under 21 on the world stage, the best and brightest under 21 is likely the guys you forecast to be the future stars of the NBA. So they're names that we can make household names, just like
he just mentioned the names. Not all of them names are future stars.
We may not watch track and field every yearly, but every 4 years we got names that everybody has a collective in America they go to root for. So you got names and brands that you can build and establish by having to play internationally every 4 years under 21. So now the NBA has people that they can attract because they got young names that they can look for in the summertime that you can see in the Pacers jerseys and a Cavs jersey and a Jazz jersey to follow the league. Then you get those under 21 players, young players playing against pros. Maybe some of our NBA players internationally give them exposure to that tough grind, because those players in those countries like Germany, like France, like Lithuania or whatever else, they're playing for a whole lot more to win their country's gold medal than the United States is. Because after all, if you win think about it like this: how many Hall of Fame, how many gold medals does Charles Barkley have? And is he the greatest power forward of all time? No, he's not considered the greatest power forward of all time. So his gold medal don't mean as much for his overall brands as much as it would for a guy who plays in a country that doesn't have the NBA winning a gold medal. So
okay, I got you because it would mean more to, I'm just picking a name, Sharunas Marciulionis, whatever Lithuania, whatever country. If Lithuania, if that's where he was from, I'm just throwing stuff out here. Okay. If Lithuania won the gold, he would be like Prince or something in his country. You know what I'm trying to say? Whereas if one of the USA, if Charles Barkley didn't win the gold, they talk smack about him, but he'd still be on inside the NBA. He'd still be able, he wouldn't lose his luster, so to speak. Right. I get you.
But wait a minute. Now you're at a stage where the landscape is changing drastically. You have foreign MVPs more commonly. You have foreign players that are in the top 5, certainly within the league. You have so within the national,
but not in the 21 and
now
under.
We're also correct, but they're just jokers. What was he ever 21 when he won the first one? How old was he? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
But
what I'm saying is, you get the young guys in, you give the NBA more stories to write and connect. Because remember, it's stories and engagement. Come on, bro, we got the turnbuckle. Right?
I got you.
But hang on. But here's the problem with the NBA. They fear competition. This is the same group that I've already said your cup should be, if you want to call it and actually use soccer as your example, then don't be afraid of having one of your teams be at risk of losing to
that's what Cuban said, though. He said, do it like soccer.
Yeah, but here's the difference, though. The soccer has the World Cup.
So and
soccer is taking the same risk that I almost let it go, that he's complaining about when it comes to those younger ages. Those kids are already under contract. If anything, it's the NCAA 21 taking the bigger risk. If Daniel Jacobson gets hurt, Purdue season's trash.
Yeah, but the 21 and under, they already under contract too. Because when we first started talking this, I'm thinking, and that's my fault. I was relegated to just college. You get what I'm saying? I keep forgetting that, they taking them right out of the cribs now in the NBA still. You know what I'm trying to say? Right. So yeah, you're on your back end of your rosters, maybe middle to back end, you got some 21 and unders, on your NBA. Right? How old is Zach Edey?
This is my point. Well, he's probably 23 now. So, but that's where I'm going with it is, you saw this already, which was every chance the G Leaguers went against NBA players at the All-Star game. they always outplayed them. And that to me was the worst possible outcome. It closed any door, any crack of any door that Adam Silver even considered, because the product can't afford to keep looking bad, especially as it pertains to effort.
and it'll even look even
the
worse.
Problem is perspective.
No. The problem is the introduction of a 4-point line, or
Gully,
just even talk about it. That'll make the product look even worse.
No, what I'm saying is, to your point, yeah, right. They perceive that as looking bad, like the fact that the farm league is upstaging the veterans. No, maybe you have a whole bunch of personalities that are drunk off of their status and drunk off of their
false sense of entitlement.
You got guys are not hungry. So what happened is understanding that fan viewership in the boardroom and the executive level, there are two different perspectives. I'm saying that culturally you'll get a different vibe if you're willing to test, right? We just talked about this last week when we talked about the colleges and having your teams tested, and what does that do for you later in the season when it matters the most. I'm saying you bring young guys in, you put the 21 and under guys in the international stage. The Olympics are still the Olympics. What's going to end up happening is, like I said, the teams that they're going to lose to are probably going to feature an NBA player, which only serves to expand my whole point anyway, but we'll park that for a moment later. They ain't gonna be, if USA loses or whomever wins a gold medal, it's going to be represented by that team leader, that team captain, that team's best performer is very likely going to be an NBA veteran of some sort, probably an NBA star, like a Jokic, like
So ultimately, what you're saying is really a win-win for the NBA.
It is
because the
win-win.
NBA been trying to globability is the whole. That's what all of this came from now.
You know what it does? It gives those players that complain about it, those multi-millionaires who have problems with other players playing baseball in the middle of their dynasty career. It gives them time to have load management. They ain't got to go and compete in August.
Well, that's it. Well, there you go. I mean, at the end of the day, man, we're gonna take a break here, and then we're gonna get to this Caleb Williams thing. I'm gonna read this. I think this is very interesting. But I'm just saying, do you all want to see that? Or do you still want to see, your D-Ways and your Brons and your Melos? Melo ain't playing. I'm just saying your more heralded stars still representing. Oh, don't get quiet now. No, what you mean? I'm asking the question. It ain't rhetorical. Oh my gosh.
Guys again. We've seen them for 30 years. We've seen what the best of the
hang on, the world champ. Don't want to see the world champs?
No, I don't want to see the veterans. I don't want to see the Hall of Famers if they don't want to participate, cool.
What he's saying is, like this country, he wants to see some progressive leadership type of deal. He wants to see some new blood. Basically,
yeah, give those, because those guys are when put under bright lights, American talent doesn't seem to run from it. Hungry American talent doesn't seem to run from it, which is why seriously. And the G Leaguers play like the old school veterans.
Yeah, because
the college players probably will. I trust the college players when giving a taste of being that guy on a global stage, they'll relish the moment and they won't shrink from it.
Okay, but here's the thing, though. Here's the key word in what you just said, or the operative word, take your pick. Hungry. Do NBA players, for the most part, look hungry about the game? Do G League players look hungry about the game, or do college players look hungry?
Every championship team has players that are.
No. Don't try to skate out from up under that.
All right, so name one.
No. I'm not naming none. I'm asking you a question. When I'm saying, let me be more specificity. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
Can you put together a roster of hungry guys, more so from the NBA right now, or from the G League right now, or from college right now? Because if you had to go around the league, NBA, I don't know, 400, 500 something players, and I don't know all of them no more. I don't. But when you turn it on, y'all watch enough NBA more so than me today. Name a handful of players that when you watch them play, they look hungry. And I'm gonna give you one. You said name one. I'm glad. Okay, yeah, one came to mind. Thank you for giving me time to process one. Now I ain't talking about his
Jose
game.
Alvarado.
No, please stop it. Oh no, here's a good one. Russell Westbrook. Ick. Just trying to say. I ain't talking about his game per se. I'm just saying when he go out there, he give you everything he got every night.
Jimmy Butler.
Oh, absolutely not. No. Jimmy Butler's a dog, but he's a prima donna, bruh. He a prima donna. Listen, when you watch Russell Westbrook, you can't say you'll never be able to say, oh, he ain't gonna never go 0 for 20 or 1 for 19. You might, cause it's a lot of things you could say about him, but one thing you cannot say about him, if you pay a ticket, you're gonna get your money's worth somehow, some way. Whether he bricks 700 of them or he come down dunking or something he gonna do. That dude play with an energy that you're gonna have to search and find 10 other players in the current NBA that play with that same type of energy every night. Maybe Anthony Edwards, maybe. And got that, I'm coming at you all, I'm hungry.
Right. Okay.
Okay, maybe Ja Morant, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it ain't but so many NBA players that got that hunger.
The question that I posed a few minutes ago, I said, like it or not, look at every championship winning team. It's a dog or two on every team. Yeah, even going back, hey, and I'm gonna do it now. Where's someone 36?
Are there? Okay, but you just
36 30, Double J. I did it this week. 36-30. Even LeBron's Heat had a couple dogs on them teams.
Yeah,
LeBron
but on that thing,
one of them.
and Udonis Haslam was too. James Posey was too.
Exactly. So I'm saying.
Okay, all right. But ain't no more Tony Allens, bro.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
Ain't no Tony Allens in the league right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, and I don't know all the G League players. I think you'll find more hungry G League players or more college players than you would NBA players. That's what I think.
Okay, I won't argue. I believe so too. I think you'll find it.
That's what I think. No, I'm just saying. Well, anyway, I want to see it. Okay. I do. I want to see it. Give us something, because at the end of the day, man, the game in terms of the lens, widen the lens as wide as you want to, from the foreign game all the way to the G League game, the college game, the women's game, the NBA game. I'm looking at the big picture here. Bruh, yeah, they need a shot in the arm. That's why they floating around this whole idea, like I just mentioned, about the 4-point play. Man, get out of here with that stuff today. We're gonna take a break and come back and talk about something else, eh? All right, we are back. Now, at the time that this occurred, before or prior to Caleb Williams being drafted by the Chicago Bears with the first pick last season or this past season, leading up to all of that, he tried to do something that was unprecedented. And when I first heard about it at the time, I meant to discuss it here, but I thought that, maybe they did, maybe they didn't. I don't know, because I don't watch a lot of the talk shows no more. After Stuart Scott, really, my interest kind of started going in the tank anywho. But I digress. But I thought that I would be able to read something somewhere, some USA Today or some Yahoo Sports, and it wasn't really much said about it. And I was like, wow, why isn't something like that, getting a lot of traction? Well, maybe they really wanted to, because then, might wake some folks up type of deal. But anyway, let me read this to you all. Caleb Williams was obviously the number 1 NFL draft pick by the Chicago Bears. He initially sought to have his $39.5 million rookie contract paid to an LLC, which obviously is limited liability company. He also proposed structuring a portion of the contract as a forgivable loan. I had never heard of that before, but okay. These requests were aimed at potentially reducing his tax burden. However, the NFL ultimately rejected these proposals, citing the collective bargaining agreement, or the CBA. And to add a little bit more context, here's a little bit more detailed breakdown. In trying to form this LLC, the business structure is such that he was trying to combine certain elements of corporations and partnerships. This was an attempt to potentially gain tax advantages and treat his earnings as business income rather than personal income. The forgivable loan proposal would have allowed Williams to receive a portion of his contract as a loan, which would be forgiven over a period of time, potentially 10 years, allowing him to defer taxes on that portion of his income. When the NFL rejected it, obviously, NFL rejected both requests, stating that the CBA does not allow for such arrangements. The league's position was that a player's contract payments must be made directly to the player, not to an LLC or through a forgivable loan. Obviously, and as they say here in this article, it was creative but unsuccessful, which I thought when I first heard it, very creative. While again unsuccessful, these requests were considered creative, and unconventional, pushing the boundaries of typical rookie contract negotiations. Okay, I want to ask you all: will we? A couple questions. Will we see more of this going forward in the NFL? We got a comment here. We get to your comment. Let me get to the comment right now. Shout out Detroit fan man, baby. He said, "Hey fellas, this feels like we're back in law school. How we doing? It's all good, baby."
And we are. It very much is. Because
yeah,
I'm about to go off. I hate every bit of what I'm hearing. I told you forget just the NFL itself, but the NFL.
Whoa, hold on, Double J, hold on.
Right,
but people watching out there, when you say you hate every bit of what you're hearing, you saying you hate the NFL side of it or Caleb Williams side?
No, I hate both because again, remember the players, they always prey on this part of it, which is the wealth disparity within the NFL itself, right? You have the guys that actually really desperately need the money, and then you have Aaron Rodgers, who doesn't know how many commas he has, and he's on a mountaintop and high as God.
Smoking some haberdashery, baby. And I'm just saying.
My point is the NFLPA itself, right, the good old boy network, has not adapted to the NIL and LLC era. So they are lagging behind. And what this is worthy, in my opinion, of actually somewhat of a lawsuit. Because that's what I thought when I first heard this. Go ahead. So I'm a little surprised because what the NBA
they didn't pick this back up. You surprised that they didn't pick this back up?
They're going to. It's inevitable.
Oh,
we just saw a second round pick yesterday get 80% of his income guaranteed. I told you this, that what they did to Shador was trying to send a message, but it's going to fail. Otherwise, they will fail. Enough.
Break it down, Double J. Tell them what you say now.
The NBA has already said no to LLCs for salary, but more freedom on bonuses and joint ventures for now.
But why are they so afraid of the LLC?
Well, because
I can tell you.
Hold on, no, let Double J. Okay, go ahead, Gully. Go ahead.
Well, once you start contracting your talent to companies, now those companies have other interesting obligations.
Such as?
All right. Think of it like
LeBron has a corporation, a personal corporation, the LRMR. Mahomes has 2 PM.
Right.
Okay, so this is not new to the NFL itself and to
sports. But what happens if there's some misappropriation within that company? And now
then it would abide under the same law. Whereas if there was a misappropriation with the individual, they would be suffering said consequences.
No, at the moment,
but whoever the athlete's name that's attached to it would get some fallout too.
Under Mahomes Foundation, right? The NFL ain't subject to nothing because the NFL paid to Patrick Mahomes. Whatever went on within the foundation.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with it?
If now
why would the
if
NFL be liable?
And the payee, if the payor in the NFL is now to the payee, that means there's a quote. There is, I mean, it could be argued or it could be challenged, if you will, that there is some type of endorsement of said behavior. And so now I can go after the NFL because of whatever happened in this foundation. Really? It don't happen right now?
No. Because let me say this. Let me say this. Anybody that's doing what Mahomes and LeBron are doing, and by the way, I applaud anybody doing that. Yeah. And y'all know I can't stand LeBron, but I applaud him doing that. That's thought process. They would already if they're smart enough to do that, they're smart enough to put some sort of provisions in there that would exclude them from whatever, some type of whatever. You know what I mean? So if something was to go down, like, nah. Yeah, my name might be.
So what I'm going to say is this right now: the jock tax, if I recall, is somewhere around 45%. And so what I want to point out to you is,
well, Double J, hold that thought. Now, we talked to a friend of mine, a couple of friends of mine that played in NFL, and I didn't notice until I talked to them. When you say the jock tax, and I don't know the numbers like you do and all of that, but is that different when you play in states like California?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So that is that 40% more in California?
Well, in California, it's 50%.
Okay. Talk to me. Come on.
Yep. 50% of their income would be now taxable. So you're not even going to see that. You think you and I have it bad. And we know how bad you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The common man got it. Yeah.
Right.
So, yes, there's varying rates. And what we're seeing, of course, is there's certain states that don't have any state tax, right, that are more can offer less, but can essentially guarantee you more. And so, again, these are all things that players have to take into consideration. But this is also why the representers try to pitch their need for representation. But
so again, like lobbyists, huh?
In a sense, because it's almost written in a way that's intentional, so you don't understand it.
Oh, of course,
right.
But that's with any law, though. They write the law so that the common man can't go and defend himself, basically.
But again, what this does is it locks the players into higher personal tax rates. There's no ability to deduct expenses. So again, every meal they get, every time they go to a private event, all of that stuff should be deductible. Now, what they do instead, and this is where probably the NFL cares, and I'm saying that with pun intended, because what it does is it forces the athletes to create a foundation, a not-for-profit, in which they have to be the biggest donor too.
Right. Yeah, because how else?
That's a bunch of malarkey.
Yeah,
and I ain't talking about Mike either. Oh my gosh, bruh, that's some don't smell right with what you just said.
No, and I can't think of it.
No, that's something don't smell right with that, bro.
Think about that. So again, we talked about, we always bring up Bobby Bonilla Day and how his contract was deferred, and now how much that's appreciated.
What about Allen Iverson? Well, his contract was deferred. He got some sort of trust.
But they have that. The NBA's had that forever, where basically they set aside a certain amount because of that was part, but that was because of a.
That's not a bad thing, though. You think that's not a bad thing? Okay, gotcha. Okay,
no, absolutely. So. But again, forgivable loans are a common corporate tool, right? So you avoid
unless it's a student loan.
No. But again, forgivable.
Okay.
PPPs.
Right. Again, it can be. It's structured.
I don't know about PPPs because they went after people who was misappropriating.
Having tree farms on Harvard. You know what Harvard looks like. Tree farms on Harvard Road. Where?
Yeah.
Tree farm only in Harvard. Come on, man.
I'm just saying.
Actually took a picture with it. It was blocked off, but
there's
somebody that looks like me. The current CBA only allows for signing bonuses, roster bonuses, and incentives, all taxes, ordinary income, W-2 type stuff.
Wow. So are NFL players 1099s or W-2s?
W-2.
That's just it. He was trying to pull off the 1099 move.
Right. So I understand that because there is
but he can't do that because he's hired. He's an employee of the Bears, right?
Yes, but if he himself is a brand, which we know it is, and like many of these college athletes are coming out who've clearly established said brand, especially the higher profile ones in the we will say the round ones of the world. That's what you're seeing, where there's going to be a little bit of a clash here. I think this is the last CBA that we see something like this, because this is the new norm. The fact that the league doesn't want them to take advantage of this really reiterates who's in what role.
Okay. But let me throw this in here right quick. I don't know if this fits, but something you just said, it just brought this to mind. When we were talking a couple years ago, this whole NIL and stuff was just kind of like first on the table. Where do the Olympic athletes, like once upon a time Peekaboo Street skiers and such, or whatever the case, where do they fit in all of this, or do they not?
Like with having a personal brand?
Yeah, like the brand and whatever, because they were getting paid, but they were still like college athletes or something too, if I'm not mistaken, at the time. I don't know if she was, but it was a few Olympic skiers and snowboarders and such. They was getting, if I'm not mistaken, they was getting paid like by Red Bull and what, or am I off base with that?
Well, no, the difference here is they're considered independent contractors.
They who? I'm sorry,
the Olympic athlete.
Yeah, okay. And they are, I guess, because the only time they really come to it is when they represent the USA, not necessarily Chicago Bulls or the Miami Dolphins or the Akron Racers even, or whatnot. We got another comment here. Let's get to the comment here. Detroit Fan Man says, yeah, more law school talk, but they signed that CBA that presents taxation guidelines. To me, the big story today was the new collusion. Did y'all see that Pablo Torre piece? Yeah, I did. Wait a minute. Did I? Yeah, no. All right.
Yo, that one, Double J. That one. That one. Make sure that's one of them.
Hey, listen.
Yeah,
hey, man. Hey, we're not finna do that. This is Respect Old People Day. That's what this is. Elderly Day. That's what we're finna do. You know what I'm saying? You just keep on living, because Shady Acres is coming to a town near you. I can guarantee you that. Soon enough, buddy.
And Neil was like, hold on.
No, because I did see something. I did see I saw a show or some sort of podcast. It was Pablo Torre podcast, and I forget the gentleman that was sitting next to him. I don't know. Detroit Fan Man, help me out, man, because you see these two thing one and thing two. I can't get nothing from them. You know what I mean? They just gonna leave me out there like DB Cooper.
Well, it's about Malik Beasley, if I'm thinking of the right one.
Was it? J.C. Treader became this generation's Benedict Arnold. Does that remind you? Whoa. Yeah, thank you. Shout out to Detroit Fan Man. We got to get him we got to get him an application. One of y'all getting a pink slip. You know what I'm saying? Because this guy right here, he be on it. Torre with Mike Florio. Yeah, I forget what they were talking about, but was it this? Okay, help me out, because I only caught a snippet.
Apparently, that's what it was, because that's what he brought it up for.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay, yeah, you know what? Get on up out of here. Get on up out of here, bro. Get on up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you won't come on the screen and say it. You're gonna hide behind your little what? You're gonna hide behind your little question mark. Yeah, I question what you're saying right now. How about that? Let's do that.
I question that hat choice.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, baby, you know what I'm saying? I make it do what it do. You understand me? So okay, I mean, again, Double J, you say we're gonna see more of this. Why? Are you there? Hello, Mary Hartsky. Mary Hartsky.
You want to see more of this. More of you talking about the Caleb Williams sort of.
Yes, because when he first started chip chopping right there, he was saying that something like this is getting ready to come down the pike. I don't know, man. I just thought that it was a brilliant idea.
Yeah,
but I'm at the same time not surprised that the NFL and the CB, they were like, nah, they put the brakes on it. And I'm even more, I don't want to say surprised, but I'm because I shouldn't be, right? I've been doing media for however in the day. There was no traction to this. I mean, you turn on any one of them talking head shows, the popular ones, they talking about the Lakers and the Cowboys for an hour and a half out of a 2-hour show.
Right.
Something like this should have gotten some traction, I believe, because this could be a game changer.
Well, and I think this is going to be something that is near the top of the list, right? The owners traditionally in the past, so when I was involved, right, always wanted some give with some take. And
yeah, but they wanted
the more they got impatient, right? And then
they wanted more give than take, I guess.
Correct.
Or vice versa.
Yeah, that would be fair, at least from the assessments I had seen. And so what I believe is this is going to be one of those critical pieces that I don't really see the ownership having any problem with adhering to and adopting, because of the fact that it's so common across the other sports, right? We see this with the UFC.
But you just mentioned Mahomes too. So whatever it is that Mahomes is doing, well, he has a foundation. That's what you're saying, as opposed to what Caleb was trying to do.
Well, correct. And so he formed multiple LLCs and holding companies.
Mahomes did.
Yes, he has several LLCs that hold different parts of the empire. So endorsements and licensing deals, we'll say, goes in room one. Investments in the startups is 2. Remember, he owns a soccer team also in Kansas City.
Is that like the thing to do? Because
it's a brilliant move, if you ask me.
Remember now, Randy Lerner, when he owned the Browns, also owned Aston Villa.
Right.
Correct. And he made a lot of money off that deal.
Yeah, he couldn't wait to get rid of the Browns. He couldn't wait to sell the Browns. He said, remember now, he said, the only reason I kept them for 10 years is because I made a promise to my father, Al. May he rest. You know what I mean? He said, I couldn't wait to. And he went straight to wherever Aston Villa is. Like, I'm seeing a lot of these athletes in these sports that we consider major here in the States. They all got soccer teams. So are you telling me that the new currency is the Columbus Crew and not gold and silver?
Well,
so
eventually,
should I be investing in the Columbus Crew?
Yeah, well, I've offered you guys. I told you with the USL, but remember, it's a subsidy. So
I don't care.
I told you, all the ants go
Listen, I go to
Subsidy
and get a sandwich, and the sandwiches are terrible. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's right. You go to Subsidy.
You know what I mean? No offense.
Again, which one do we want to tackle here? Do we want to go with the soccer thing? Because I could give you a few that.
Okay, well,
we know it's profitable, right? The U.S. market has already got a stranglehold on profitability with 5 in the top 20.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we went through that recently, and I mentioned that the product itself is what suffers. Imagine that.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but there are alternatives out there. The USL teams are actively growing, and that's who's going to offer promotion, relegation, and look for teams like Oakland. The Oakland Roots ownership includes Marshawn Lynch, Too Short.
Oh boy, oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, they have concerts there. It's a good time. They lease the old A's stadium.
Yeah.
Do they?
Yep.
Oh, hey,
and as an owner, you would have had access to that game if you'd have made it out that way.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold up, Devil J.
I'm not a player still.
Okay, so wait a minute. So I need you, when we get off air or whatever, no, not tonight, but at some point, I need you to run that back across my phone. Because I'm looking, I want to invest in something. Okay. And I don't necessarily want it to be just depends. I'm just saying.
NK Tabor is a team in Luka's native Slovenia.
Who is now? You said Zaza Gabor.
They actually give me returns on the investment based on they sold a player to England, and that was net positive for the club. So I have my credentials pass over there as well. So
we could have got in on this.
Yeah, you're late.
Ah, what you mean, Gully? That's what I'm not done listening to you, bro.
See, soon as he missed something that he been hearing and he decided to pay attention to, now it's somebody else that didn't do it for him.
Okay, did you pay attention to it?
Master deflection.
You do my thinking for me any other time.
That was a mirror, just bam.
Okay, yeah, got you.
Hey, fan man, if you find that article, can you post it into the comments?
Yeah, fan man. If you find the article, can you post it in the comments? Okay, so so back to the NFL side of
Hey,
things.
fan man, if you find that article, can you post it into the comments? Everybody had to say it, so.
Okay, so you being okay. So
Oh, hell no.
You being real disrespectful right now. Why you won't show your face on the camera? What you over there
Because
doing?
we're on TikTok Live now. I'm showing my face on TikTok Live for our viewers on TikTok Live. Shout out TikTok.
Okay, shout out to the TikTok. Well, how come I can't TikTok it?
Well, because you said stuff like that. That's why.
Well, if you can be on there, how come you be saying all kind of crazy stuff all the day?
Choose the other platform.
Remember? What happened? What happened? What did I do? What did I do? Okay. See, this is disrespect the elderly day today. I see right there. You know what I'm saying? But keep it up though. Just keep living. That's what y'all do. You know what I mean? Just keep that.
We renew your subscription for milk and diaper service, by the way.
Oh, all righty. This guy right here, he's a comedian. Guess what? For all my viewers that's out there, shout out again to the people. Let me shout the peoples out. Because if it's not for you, we don't get to do what we do. Right. But this guy's a comedian. He'll be here all week. Hey, caramba. So Double J, tell me again now. What Caleb is doing here, you're saying this will become a thing, and the owners in the NFL, if I'm hearing you right, they won't have a problem with this, right?
Correct.
Okay, so then now, how soon do you think that this thing is coming? A year from now, 2 years from now?
I would say within the next CBA for sure.
Okay, and the next CBA is up. When is the next CBA due? Because usually those types of things go, what, the contract is usually 3 years, 4 years or something like that, or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. So it should be within the next year or two.
Detroit fan man weighing again. He said, sadly, I just watched Torres YT.
YouTube.
Hey.
You said it with a question, like you didn't know what it was.
I said it because my teeth was crossing over each other and I wanted to slow down.
Now,
anyway, let me read the comment. Let me read the man's comment. Don't tell me what I said.
All right, I do want to after I just want to be able to give the viewers some insight from the owner's perspective as to why they might say no.
Okay. He said, sadly, I just watched Torres YouTube since we got politically correct Mr. Grammarly over here. You won't show his face. Thank God.
Everybody the video is on TikTok. Can you see me?
Can I read the okay, I mean, thank you. The video is titled NFL Collusion Gate. That's what it was. 2. Oh, where was the first one? Where was I at? We got another secret union document and smoked out another cover-up. Okay. Anybody, which one of y'all want to tackle that? Because he over here dropping bombs, baby. Bombs over Baghdad right now. Which one of y'all want to tackle that? Gully, since you got the most to say, but can't nobody see your face today.
Look. We got
look, we're looking. I got on glasses.
That's a whole lot of content for us to digest right now. You want to tackle something like that, and you watch the whole YouTube about it. We on YouTube trying to broadcast. How we going to broadcast and talk about
it's 55 minutes long.
Right.
Okay. Oh wow. Never.
Right
okay.
Well,
now I have a document from ESPN that I can show.
Okay, hold up, Double J. Before you do that, give us the first thing you were going to say as far as why this might not be a good thing. Talking about the NFL.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, if I were looking at it from the vantage point of the NFL, simply put, the salary cap is what comes to mind, right? Because of from an accounting standpoint, by having LLCs, you can, in theory, complicate the cap's accounting itself, and you can always create loopholes that otherwise would have not been visible, or it just creates some additional leverage that can undermine the integrity of that number.
Oh boy, here we go with that word. Like that really word should be associated with sports today, and everybody getting caught gambling.
Well, yeah, right, and then we talk about independent contractor versus employee. Right, this is something that was a big talking point within the NCAA as well, and then of course, now you get on the wrong side of Uncle Sam with IRS scrutiny or penalties if not handled perfectly. Okay. So one side trying to minimize risk.
Well, in that case, how could this? Then why would NFL ownership be okay with this? Let me read Detroit Fan Man weighed in again. He said it's an hour long, talking about the YouTube documentary, Pablo. But it's deep. Hit me up next week. Oh yeah, for sure. Now I'm gonna go back and watch it later on tonight. I want to see what the deal was. That's what I was referring to. I saw like a snippet or two of it, or what. But I mean, so they uncovered. Well, anyway, yeah. Show me the document thing. Let's see the document. If you got it, ready? No. On your mark.
Well, yeah, I have it. I'm just reading it because it's
okay. Just you know what? Don't even can you give us a few bullet points?
Yeah,
right
so
quick.
Check this out. Again, this is from ESPN. It says sources: NFLPA and NFL agreed to keep collusion findings secret. The NFL and senior leaders of the NFLPA struck an unusual confidentiality agreement that hid. So the players did agree to this. That hid the details of an arbitration decision from players, including a finding that league executives had urged team owners to reduce guaranteed player compensation. See what I'm saying? LLC me. On January 14th.
Hell. Read that last part again. Hold up, bro.
You heard it. No,
I want you to read it again. I heard it, but I want to hear it again, please and thank you.
So I'm just going to read it in its entirety. The NFL and senior leaders of the NFLPA struck an unusual confidentiality agreement that hid the details of an arbitration decision from players, including a finding that league executives had urged team owners to reduce guaranteed player compensation.
League executives?
Yes.
Urge team owners. Who are the league executives?
That would be the gentleman who was not thrilled to draft Shedeur Sanders, as an example. And Jerry Jones' son.
Oh, man. Boy, follow the money, man. I have yet to see in my lifetime wherever the money is at, that it ain't some unscrupulousness going on. Because that sounds funky to me.
Right.
What they colluding for?
Well, on January 14th, arbiter Chris Druney ruled there wasn't sufficient evidence of collusion by owners in contract negotiations with quarterbacks.
So he on the clutch payroll too, so to speak.
Potentially, with quarterbacks after the record fully guaranteed contract signed by Deshaun Watson in 2022. Any such collusion to keep salaries down would violate the CBA between the NFL and the union. But he concluded that the NFLPA showed by a clear correspondence of the evidence that Commissioner Roger Goodell and the league's general counsel had urged owners to restrict guaranteed money in player contracts. So it was in response to Deshaun's contract.
So
because it was fully guaranteed.
Deshaun's contract really started the ball rolling on all.
Well, and I told you that he was the Mendoza line now for any quarterback. The confidentiality agreement had kept details of the 61-page ruling a secret until 2 weeks ago when Pablo Torre Finds Out podcast published the document and created a stir amongst union members. Who did that?
I did.
Oh. Okay. And some players told ESPN they were surprised by details in the ruling and that they didn't understand why the union hadn't shared the ruling with them.
So you said some players. So
yeah, they wanted to know why they wouldn't tell them.
Well, I mean, you know, if 1 + 1 still equal 2, they ain't telling them because they was up to no good. You know what I'm trying to say? It's underhanded. Bro, that's what.
But on Tuesday night, nearly 6 months after the decision, the NFL Players Association decided to seek an appeal of the ruling.
But wait. Didn't you just say in the beginning that the Players Association was okay with it?
Originally, but then they decided to appeal it. The appeal is a reflection.
I'm gonna tell you what that sounds like to me, because I see that even on the yeoman's level. That sound like, remember we used to talk about DeMaurice Smith?
Yeah.
That sound like whoever. That sound like it was a few folks from the Players Association, maybe sitting at the top, the first 5 people type of deal. Work with me here now. That had a wink. You know, they got on that elevator. You know, you get on the elevator in some high-rise buildings, and then you see buttons to go to certain. We'll get to your comment in a second. So buttons to go to certain floors, but then other floors, you got to have a key. You know what I'm saying? Some type of meeting took place with a couple of them top PA folks and them other folks, and they were like, "Look, don't say nothing now." But somebody leaked something. You know how that go.
Somebody say, "Don't say nothing."
Don't say nothing.
Right.
Detroit Fan Man said this will all make sense if you watch the Tory video. You guys are talking about collusion 1.0 still. Wait till you meet Lloyd and JC. Oh man,
so bro, this is a rabbit hole. This is great. This is right up my avenue. I love
it. Now I know how I'm spending my Friday.
Jackson. Woo. Hey, but
listen, man, I actually had plans. Now I got to go down this rabbit hole.
Hey, you know, we're gonna take another break because that's a book I want to show you all. All right, that's actually in referendum, if you would, to all of this type of stuff. Right, we can take another break. When we come back, we're gonna finish this, and then we're gonna get to
none of the 3 sign guarantee.
Hey, slow it down, Kemosabe. Slow it on down. Slow it down. Let's get to a commercial. Oh, for he spilled the beans. Let's go.
It's K Cunningham, and you watching the Shop Report. I'm Homie Diallo, and you watching the Shop Report.
My name's Chris Murray, and you're watching the Shop Report.
Oh, you're Jay Nolly, you're watching the Shop Report.
It's Max and Key, you're dropping in on the Shop Report.
Barbershop Jay, Quentin Hines, Super Bowl champion. I'm ready. Let's do it. I'm on.
Hi, I'm Mars Man, works at Mercury Stadium, and you're watching the Shop Report.
Hey, I'm Billy Butler, and thank you for watching the Shop Report. Hey guys, I'm Les Norman, former Kansas City Royal, and you're watching the Shop Report.
Commander Brown, Detroit Rivers Mountain Training, and I'm watching the Shop Report.
Hey, this is Doug Flynn of the New York Mets. Well, a few other teams, of course, too. And you're watching the Shop Report.
I'm Matt Ramos, and you're watching the Shop Report. How you doing? I'm Rajay Davis, and you're watching the Shop Report.
How you doing? This is Nelson Figueroa, former Major League pitcher with a lot of teams. You're about to listen to the Shop Report. Hey, this is Howard Johnson. You're watching the Shop Report.
Hi, I'm Heath Bell from the New York Mets, and you're listening to the Shop Report podcast. Yeah!
Hey, I'm Josh Tolley, former catcher of the New York Mets, and you're watching the Shop Report.
This is Edgardo Alfonso for the Mets, and you're listening to Shop Report.
Hey, this is Doc Gooden, and you're watching the Shop Report.
Hello, this is Mike Hampton, and you're watching Shop Report.
Hey, this is Herman Harvey, former NFL offensive lineman with the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens, and you're listening to the Shop Report.
All right, we are back. How often do I reference this book? Can you all see that? The league. Everything that's being discussed right now, please go read this book. This book tells the story of how 5 rivals, the Hallis, the Wellington Maras, the Giants owner. We're talking all the way back to the 1920s now. Let me remind you, the NFL, okay, almost didn't make it. All right. I'm just saying. Everything that's going on right now, please read this book, The League by John Eisenberg. And it'll put everything that's going on today, we will put it all in perspective. I'm just telling you right now. Every time some of this stuff comes up, bruh, I can't help but go. It's a book I got somewhere that I done read something that, you know, that's in the ballpark of this. What's my line? What's my line? There's no sporting event completely left up to chance type of deal, right? Follow the money, bruh. Too much money involved in the whole thing, man, for everything to be on the up and up. I'm really not surprised by none of this, but I am intrigued to hear what Pablo done came out with, because it seemed like he didn't add a little bit more context, if you would, or should I say, he didn't peel back some layers. You know what I mean? Most folks is used to looking at the manifest. You know, that what you can see up on top. Nah, Pablo said, nah. Some stink. Some, nah, nope. Oh, where's that coming from? And he had to go get the shovels and start digging. I'm just saying. Then next thing you know, it's police tape and all that type of stuff on the scene. Did we get to this comment already here? Let's see. Okay, yeah, got you. Yeah, man. All right, cool. So go ahead, Double J. What were you gonna say?
Yeah. So in short, what we saw in following Deshaun's deal was Kyler Murray, Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson, all signed deals that were not fully guaranteed. Lamar did ask for fully guaranteed, but he got like 85% of it, if you guys recall. Russell Wilson obviously was paid to leave Denver, and that was because of the nature of how that contract.
Why are you laughing at that man's pain, Gully? That was dang.
The way you said it, man,
he didn't even get it out all the way. Russell Wilson was paid to leave Denver.
Paid to leave. Well, you said it the way you said it. He was like, get out of here.
What you mean? I didn't say nothing. He said it. Go ahead,
Double J. Right? He said it the way he said it.
Yeah, Double
So
J.
what you guys have to remember, though, is there is a funding rule, right? Think of this like the same rule that exists in Las Vegas and was put on full display with the Ocean's 13 movie, which means in order to take certain levels of gambling, you have to have that liquid asset available. And so in the case of the NFL, they have to have that money in escrow based on what it was guaranteed. So if only 20%.
So give me a ballpark figure.
Yeah. So if it were $200 million, in the case of Deshaun Watson, $230 million guaranteed means I need $230 million today in escrow. If you are not Jimmy Haslam and you're a relatively newer ownership group, you may not actually have that money to do it.
So tell me again then, why when the players get certain contracts, why is all the vitriol aimed at players and not the guy who name on the check? Why don't we talk about owners and what they really worth? That's what we need to do. We're going to do a show on what owners are, what they really worth.
Who just bought the $25 million house? Wasn't it the Haslams?
Yeah, the Haslams. Okay, and then I got a family member, no names, please. You know, it's so many people here that's so Cleveland and Homer to a fault. I'm from here, raised here, born here, but I'm not going to sit here and lie about here just because I'm from here or try to defend some bull crap that go on here because I'm from here. It ain't even about the Claire. And I don't mean to go off the beaten path, but I just got to say this right quick. You know, the Cleveland Metropolitan School District is shutting down. They're closing schools left and right. And Ohio State schools or whatever, they're closing left and right. So they give this dude $600 million. And he go buy a $25 million something, but yet and still, like I said, you know, the educational system here is trash. And I said, listen, but folks in Cleveland are up in arms about the Browns, but not up in arms about this. And this family member gonna reply like, yeah, well, it ain't Cleveland. So I said Cleveland City Council members, you know, shouldn't have been. It wasn't Cleveland. It was the state of Ohio. I said, well, y'all don't say that about LeBron. Y'all say come back home to Northeast Ohio, but he from Akron though. So don't separate him. Don't separate him, but then separate them. Yeah, I'm saying, man, get up out of here with that. I ain't trying to hear that. That defending it wasn't Cleveland. Yeah, well, they all complicit. Out of here, man. What are the owners really worth? But we sit here, not we, literally you and me, but folks who talk about it will sit here and dissect a player's contract. Go to any Facebook page and the player just got paid, so to speak. But nobody has any idea of the breakdown of the players' money. That's why I asked you earlier about when you go to certain states. If you in the NFL and you playing in San Diego, you getting taxed more than you is if you playing in Cleveland.
Oh, Illinois is terrible.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro. But yeah, we talking about, man, he ain't worth this and he ain't worth that. Well, why you don't say that about the owner? Get up out of here, bro. Because he the owner, man. Stop it, bro.
So it's very interesting because we've never seen the NFL in a vulnerable state, and I think this is where things are going to change. The same way that the NCAA toppled over, right? And
it's high time. Yes.
And yeah, the High Castle, the man in the High Castle may, like Humpty Dumpty, have a great fall.
Yeah, cry me a river about ownership.
Well, please. Because again, what these do is it's going to potentially put them at risk, the franchises themselves.
How?
Because they don't have the funding.
Well, that's their fault. Woo, boy, almost. Woo.
So they can, again, if it's proven that they colluded, again, this is where.
They'll have the funding.
This is the reason why you guys need a rival league. I'm going to keep it 100 with you guys. This is why you need a rival league. This is why you've always needed to support a rival league. Enough of this nonsense. Like you said, the blind fandom. That's stupidity. One way, loyalty, one way, I'll tell you time and time again, is stupidity. Right. So keep doing this, and then when they give you 5%, of the whole contract, and then want you to pay for their whole stadium.
Listen, bro, that's my point. And I got family members who are diehard Brown fans. I bleed brown and orange. I bleed this. I said, bro, you
need to go get that checked at the doctor. That ain't good.
I said that what get what checked at the doctor?
You bleeding brown and orange.
Oh, good. Yeah. Okay, yeah. It's nap time for him. He's sleepy. He nodding off again. I can tell you that right now. That's called narcolepsy talk. No offense. I'm just saying. But I'm serious, bro. I'm from here. Grew up watching the Browns and Municipal and all of that, bro. And then when I was 10, 11, 12 years old, I ain't know no better either. But once you get 30s and 40s and 50s, come on, bro. I ask everybody here, and I don't hate the Browns. I want to see them do well, but bro, come on, bro. I'm not about to pay $200, and in some cases it is 100, 150, 200 for parking, $73 for a bottle of water, $9,000 for a personal pan pizza. The game day experience didn't cost me. I got to do 417 hours of overtime just to, you know what I'm saying, just to get back on level. Okay. And what have they given you for your undying loyalty and your unconditional fandom? What have they given you for 40 years?
Stuff to complain about on Mondays. Because negativity is a fuel.
Hey, good luck with that. Because I don't understand misery loving company. I don't see how that's a good thing. Because that's what that sounds like to me.
Yeah.
Hey, I still listen. I watch it. But I tell you, Double J, how many times you heard me say the best seat in the house is at the house.
Right.
Okay. Man, I'm not about to pay PSL. Man, I promise you. I promise you. It was a game the Browns played in. I think it was the last game of the season. And they had lost. As a matter of fact, it was a game against Pittsburgh, but it was here in Cleveland. And I think the Steelers ran up and through. Joey Porter was still on the team at the time, I think. Man, they ran all up and down the Browns, bro. Oh my gosh, it was ridiculous. Do you know when they do the end credits? I'm Don Cricky, and you've been watching the broadcast, blah 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 blah. Then the commercial comes on, right? Do you know the commercial after the Browns not only got mollywopped on the way to ending the season 2-14 or 3-13, whatever it was? The first commercial after all of that, man, was, hey, Browns fans, get your PSLs for next season. What happened? Are you serious? And then we go to the barbershop and dude's like, hey, man, I got my PSLs. I said, well, you know what, man? A fool and his money are soon parted. Okay.
Right.
All right. Come on, bro. Fandom should be to a point. At what point are we going to allow reality and perspective to get a seat at the table? That's all I'm saying. Okay. I was down there when Kozar was doing his thing. I was down there when the Steelers fan got killed, unfortunately, when the Browns and Steelers played. I was down there when Clay Matthews intercepted Jim Kelly on the goal line. I was down there when Minifield and Dixon and Slaughter. I was down there for all of that in the cold, chilling. Oh. And you don't want to be down there on that lake, boy. Not in January.
He was down there with Lou Groza and everything.
I sure was. The Ludato. Yeah. I don't see what that was about. I'm trying to say, you know what I'm saying? Okay. But I'm at this point, bro, I'm 56 years old. Thank to the up above.
Yeah, that's a big number.
You didn't have to say that. You didn't have to say, man, you're so disrespectful right now. But all I'm asking is, where's the reciprocity? What have they given you? If you are a person who invests in the stock market,
okay,
you go and put your money in the stock and that stock is failing. Do you go put more money in?
No.
Okay, so why the Browns or why these teams any different? This is why New York and in places like LA, the Dodgers and the Yankees, especially when Steinbrenner was running the thing. This is why New Yorkers and Californians, that the way they talk, the way they do. We don't accept mediocrity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if you don't, get up out of here. Oh no, Cleveland said, we'll take it. We're grateful. We want a savior. Man, save it. Save it, bro. These owners, they need to get what they got coming to them, as far as I'm concerned. Sell some of them yachts okay? And them soccer teams, and sell the Milwaukee Bucks. Why don't you, Haslam? I'm just saying. Dame gone anyway. That's breaking news, actually. No, you don't think so? Okay. Yeah, Dame going back to Portland, man. What's up with that?
That's wow. You're gonna finish his career there in Portland.
Yeah, but I don't know what the details of it, but I think he got a nice piece of change. Double J, what did Dame Lillard get, man? And he's not here. Oh my gosh, this guy here. But he's creative control. You need to change that to I done lost control. Anywho, yeah, man. These NFL owners, man, it's high time, man. They've been doing this, they've been running this thing all my life, and well before the NFL came around, 1918, something like that, 1920 or something like that. Hallison and them boys, came on the scene. They struggled obviously at first because college football was king, especially back then, and still is to a certain degree. But NFL obviously, is everybody's cup of tea nowadays, especially, they talk about baseball like, man, I can't wait for football. So it is what it is. But
$14 million a year.
Who 14? Oh, now you okay. So you just come in and pop and start.
Well, I had to find it.
You had to find what? What did you find?
The details of the contract.
$14 million a year for
3 years.
3 years?
Mm-hmm.
Whose contract?
Yeah, Dame Lillard.
Oh, well, duh. Okay. See what I'm saying? See, hey, come on, man. All right, so I mean, Dame back home, I guess. He ain't got to deal with CJ McCollum no more. I don't know why that didn't work, but anywho, congratulations, I guess, or happy congratulations, I have to say. But yeah, man, NFL owners, bro, it's time, man. It's time. It's time to turn all of it on its ear. I just do. I just think it is. You know what I mean? So this whole Caleb, so what Caleb done did, Double J, basically, he done started. You said Deshaun's contract is what did it, but you sure Caleb trying to do this LLC, that ain't what did it?
Well, no. Caleb's contract, it couldn't have done it because basically the challenges were already refuted and debunked. So
but I'm saying, but wanting to do this,
they couldn't. He couldn't sue them if he wanted to because it was agreed upon by the CBA. So any law or any.
So this might be the catalyst because what may happen during the next time CBA, they are going to come up with language to be able to say, "Hey."
But it depends on who's writing, who got the pen, and whether or not if they're working for the other side.
This is data collection.
Okay, so you can't mess with nothing. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Well, no, they know They know now how.
Okay.
How
to structure how to write to what this new information that they didn't came up with, so to speak.
Right. Okay, the league's going to have to spend more on internal, probably accountants as well. So assuming that
Double J, there you go. I mean,
not me. Oh, you don't want me running it. No, Gully knows.
So you'd be part of the collusion, huh? Okay.
How many zeros? Uh-oh.
Yeah. Hey, skim some off the top. Why don't you? You understand
talking about Andy in Mexico.
Yeah, well, we're going to go to another break here, and then we're going to get to our last portion of the program for today. But before we go, I just want to say, hey, check out that YouTube, Pablo. If I'm saying that right, Torres. He breaking news, not breaking win. He breaking news over here. You understand me? The NFL about to be turned on its ear. Deshaun Watson. Anywho, I'm gonna leave that alone right now. Because boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, we'll take a break. When we come back, which coach, to be more specific, which NBA coach, I should say, would you rather build a franchise around? Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Y'all got any last words? Because this is unbelievable. When y'all do the turnbuckle, y'all hit front and center. When we do this show, what are y'all doing behind? Never mind. I don't even want to know.
Hey,
I don't even want to know.
We're going to address that when we get back.
We going to address that when we get back. We going to address, yeah.
I'm Jordan Gudeman, and I'm the founder and CEO of Eddie G's Cookies. I was first diagnosed with a nut allergy when I was young. At the time, there weren't a lot of labeled items that said if there may contain nuts or there are nuts in the food, so my brother and sister and I baked a lot at home, and we enjoyed treats from mixes and things like that, but I noticed that it was not the same as what my friends were enjoying, and I started making my own recipes. When it was time to pick a career, I decided to start a bakery so I could share my treats with everybody else. When I started creating my recipe, I was taking in all the things that I thought I was missing out on. A soft, chewy center, a crisp outside crust, and a taste that is just like it came out of the oven at a bakery. When I put all those things together, I'd come up with a recipe for a dream cookie. Eddie G's Cookies only uses the finest ingredients. We have all natural flavorings, no preservatives, and every cookie is made in a nut-free environment. The best part about Eddie G's Cookies is that they can be delivered right to your door. You can share them or not. We won't tell.
That's right. EddieG'sCookies.com. Available at Amazon. Get yours today, baby. You understand me? Especially up there in the Michigan area. And if you would, please send your boy Jay a box, because this guy over here, Jubba J and D Gully, you know what I'm saying? They didn't over there being greedy today. And please, could you stop? Don't hit the buttons no more. All right? Don't hit the buttons no more, bro. I'm tired of you and this buttons thing. Okay. Last but not least, I got this from University of Sports Debates. Shout out Facebook sports group I'm in. Dane Johnson, right? D-A-N-E Johnson. He put this up there on the thing, and I said, oh, man, this is pretty interesting, bro. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for the show topic. So I decided to bring it to the fans or folks that follow the P-Program today, and I want to ask this question. You understand me? Drum roll, please. Which of these four, WJ, can you give me some, can you expand it, please? Can you touch the buttons now? Oh, thank you. Oh, I mean, my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, right. Okay, hold on. Go back down so we can read. Okay, there you go. Which NBA coach would you rather build a franchise around? Who gonna go first? None of y'all. Now all of a sudden,
I would say, all right, when you talk about taking 4 coaches that are of a retired philosophy and thought, and trying to build a franchise, trying to build around.
We're asking for hypotheticals here, bruh.
I know this is why.
Why you got to give us a prelude?
Because
we don't need a Stephen A. Sequelique.
It's a hypothetical. Why would I'm asking hypothetically? Which of these coaches who don't deal with the attitudes of these players would I rather build a franchise around? And they don't like the attitudes of these.
But
players.
we're asking it in this context.
Okay.
Which one would you rather? And the players are the type of players that can be coached. Shouldn't have to say that. But I did.
No, you should have to say that because
I shouldn't have to. We ain't talking about. That's what I'm asking you. I said, which one would you, man? And now you want to get quiet. See what I'm saying? This is ridiculous. Just go ahead.
All right, you know what? You're doing a whole lot of yapping. Answer the question first, then. Lead off, host. Go.
Pat Riley.
Why?
Why not? Listen, blood in the garden.
You got to explain. Man,
blood in the. Hey, listen. I'm asking why not. I'm being rhetoricalization. Okay, blood in the garden. All right, the story of the 1990s New York Knicks. Okay, Pat Riley, in particular, had a practice method similar to Bob Wade, former Baltimore coach, John Unitas and such, when he went to the high school Dunbar in Baltimore and coached all them guys who came up out of that high school, Muggsy, Wingate, and so on and so forth, Reggie was, and all them guys, okay? Pat Riley's workouts were not for the faint of heart, because he said at the end of the day, unlike most coaching now, because there's a lot of questions surrounding AAU in particular and the coaching and such going on, like the more money you pay, you know your kid gonna play type of deal. It ain't even about coaching and stuff no more. It's about who got the most money type of deal, right? Pat Riley, even though they wasn't giving out monies then like they giving out now, but it was more money than me and you was getting back then, right? Still NBA money. He said, listen here, we don't care about none of that. I'm all about winning. Now, he couldn't break through with the Knicks, couldn't get past Mike, but that's Mike, though. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? But he did manage to get, when Mike left, I think, yeah, they played against the Spurs, didn't they? Yeah, in one of them finals. The Knicks did.
But that was Jeff Van Gundy.
Okay, but Jeff Van Gundy, the reason why Jeff Van Gundy took over for Pat, read the book, man. Read the book. I already know Jeff Van Gundy was the coach. It was the reason why Haskins and them, it was other people, Don Nelson and all of them, it was other more notable names at that time that folks wanted to coach the Knicks. And Jeff Van Gundy was not, people was questioning like, him? Why? Because he was a Pat Riley type person. He burned the midnight oil. He knew like Double J. He knew player stats. He knew plus minuses. He was like Moneyball, the guy money. He knew stuff that the other guys, all they was bringing really was a name and somewhat of a coaching pedigree. But Jeff Van Gundy did the dirty work, the behind the scenes stuff that most fans don't see when they watching a game on TV. And that's what Pat Riley, his thing, and Pat Riley was a player. He played at Kentucky under what's his name? What's the famous coach? Doggone it. Can't think his name either. But anyway, Pat Riley just had a method about him that players couldn't stand him, but they loved him. Did that make sense? Mm-hmm. Mark Jackson, even Oakley, Anthony Mason. Think about it. John Starks, Ewing, obviously, it was a lot of personalities on that Knicks squad. John Starks being probably the most loose cannon of them all, I guess. But you read that book, Blood in the Garden, bro. There's some stories in there, and it's actually actual player account. And by the way, when you get a chance, pick up The Enforcer, Oakley's book too. They're giving firsthand accounts, bro, of what really took place. Knowing that what's in that book, I'm taking Pat Riley, bro, because he established the Heat culture too, to an extent, right?
Right, yeah, no, he certainly did.
And he won with the Lakers.
One with the Lakers, yep. One with the Heat.
I'm just saying, and no knock to Phil, but when I say coach, I know Pop, Pop, it was tough. That was tough because Pop a bad boy too. Pop was a bad boy. He no question. But me personally, again, I want Riley. But I don't think Phil Jackson was a good coach.
I disagree.
In terms of word coach, I know you disagree because you play 2K.
No, I don't play 2K. I disagree.
Yeah, I know you play. I don't disagree that you play 2K. I don't disagree that you play 2K.
Well, you should because I don't play that game. I don't.
Okay, well, I shouldn't because you do. You play that game. So I
don't play that game.
Okay, all right. Don't highlight me, Double J. Let me highlight him so I can give him the business. Okay.
Yeah. I don't play 2K.
There you go.
I don't play the. I don't play.
What happened?
Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. Phil Jackson.
GTA maybe, but Red Dead Redemption.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
Arkham Asylum, Arkham City.
Okay, that's.
I tell you what, we can get the hands in Fight Night.
I got somebody for you for Fight Night.
You can bring anybody you want for Fight Night.
I'm telling you right now,
Khalil, creative player, whatever else.
I'm telling you right now, Khalil will mop you. Khalil will mop you, bro.
No.
Khalil will mop you.
Floor.
No, he'll mop you. He'll mop the floor with you.
No, that's not happening. I know I had a lot, so go there for this is not touching the floor.
Absolutely,
You can forget it, bro.
Okay.
I absolutely know for certain if I don't know nothing else.
I'm telling you.
But anyway, like I was saying.
Yeah, okay, I'm telling you right now.
I don't necessarily think that Phil Jackson was a bad coach. I think what we understand about Phil Jackson is that
he was better at coaching egos and personalities than he was X's and O's. That was Tex Winter.
What's wrong with that?
Khalil.
What's wrong with
that? Hey, man, I'm going to send you an invite. You got to jump on right quick. Gully on here capping, bro. He said he can mollywop you in Fight Night.
You can't even get it out right.
Yeah. Hey, he capping big time.
Bring the controllers, bro. Bring the sticks. How you want it? How can you serve this up, bro?
Double J about to send you an invite, bro. He capping.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah. I had to let him know.
That's fine. That's fine.
Double J, send Khalil the invite right quick. So
you can
send me the invite so we can deal with this.
We can show it, bro.
Yeah, show what?
We can show it. We can show it.
Bro,
PS4 or Xbox. Oh, I forgot. That's how y'all do.
Hey, you can do that TikTok live.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we should do it 1 for 1. You know what I'm saying? Get the Xbox sticks. Get the PS4 sticks or PS5, 3, 2, whatever you want to do.
Okay, I don't understand enough about it nowadays to be able to know how to do like crossplay or whatever. But if it can be done,
you don't understand enough. You shouldn't be talking up or talking out for anybody.
First of all, don't be having your hands. First of all, don't be having your hands like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm decrepit or something. I caught that. I'm observationatory. I got on frames right now. Don't disrespect now. Don't disrespect. And 2, I can talk what I want to talk because I know what he can do. I know what he can do.
But you don't know what I can.
I know what you can't. I know you can't beat him. Yeah.
See, this is what happens. See,
he will mop you.
See, this is what happens. This is what happens.
He will mop you.
We've all been at the AAU tournaments where somebody's parent from out in the stands because they son out there and he'll shoot the layup. Oh, my baby the best of it. And then when he get dragged up and down the floor, then you.
But I'm not the type of hold on. But I'm not the.
You ain't seen it. This is what
hold on. But I'm not the parent. I'm not a casual parent though. I know how to do it. I've done it before.
Fuck you into trouble. I'm gonna just listen because we family. I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, nah, bro. You got it. You
get ready.
Invite has been sent.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah,
I'm trying to tell you.
Oh no, you finna get it. Oh yeah, we definitely gonna put this on TikTok Live. We gonna put this on the Shady Acres channel. We gonna put this. We gonna broadcast this like
they Action Network. We'll put it everywhere.
Yeah, like they used to do the Madden championships in New York Times Square. We can put this everywhere.
We can go, sir.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
Whenever you are so inclined, sir.
Yeah, but anyway, go ahead. What was you saying? Phil Jackson, that was Tex Winter's system. And Phil took it. Go read his book. Phil took Tex Winter's system of X's and O's, triangle, and all of that, and took it with him to the Lakers.
I don't
Phil's idea. When I'm talking about coaching, I'm talking about that. Phil's idea of what it was.
What are you talking about coaching? What do you mean?
I said coaching. I'm talking about guys who sit down and really draw it up and do this, and really get down to the nitty gritty, the nuts and bolts of it all. Like a Ari Emma or a Pat Summitt or a Chuck Daly or Pat Riley.
I don't think he was a bad coach.
I didn't say he was a bad coach. I'm saying I'm taking.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not say he was a bad coach. I said I'll take Pat Riley over him.
What did he say?
I said I don't think Phil Jackson's a good coach. I didn't say he was a bad coach. I said good at coaching the X's and O's. He was good at coaching.
You tell me what the neutral for good is.
The neutral for good is forehead. It's forehead. Oh, we'll never. Okay.
You can tell me what the neutral for good is.
Okay, all right.
Because it can't be the opposite, right?
Okay, anyway. Yeah, you say tomato, I'll say tomato anyway.
No, you say tomato. You've been tomato in this last 10 minutes. Then you went to fight night when I went to explain myself.
All right, well, put it in the salad. Khalil, address him right quick.
Listen, first of all, no, because you didn't talk enough. You didn't talk him up enough. Khalil,
okay,
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Khalil, listen, what has happened is in the few minutes before you got on here, your father talked you into a bad situation. Okay, he talked you into a whooping from me at fight night. Now, what he's going to try to frame it is that he know what you can do, and because he ain't never seen.
I know that he will beat you.
Okay, see, he know that because of what he's seen. He ain't
I know that because of what I've seen from you.
Khalil, this is where you got to understand something, Khalil. There it is. That was a bar. Listen, let me explain something, Khalil. What he failed to do was something that his favorite fighters of all time do. What he failed to do was study any tape of the supposed competition.
You gonna say Poseidon.
Well, Gully, how long, Gully? I gotta tell you this though. I gotta tell you this though. First of all, shout out, the Shop Report crew. First of all, shout out. But Gully, I gotta tell you, man. I love you, but that's the one game I don't need to study. Anybody in front of me is getting.
Oh, Molly Whoppity! Yeah.
I ain't saying nothing else. Double J, we gonna get it, book it. So now I see you your daddy's son. And you your daddy's son.
Hey, listen.
I love you, bro.
Get it cracking, baby.
Hey, listen. Your daddy's son. Hey, and you better check my resume. You better check my resume. You better check my resume.
He said it's the one game. He don't need to watch nobody's competition.
None, especially not yours. I'm saying your competition. Listen,
Gully, I ain't say all that. Now.
Hey, listen, I'm saying that because I've seen him. I've seen what he can do. Listen, Gully on sticks and fight night is like JJ Redick at coaching. I'm just saying.
Wow.
It's terrible. Terrible. Wow. His knowledge of the boxing is far more prevalent.
And cut all these up. All these up.
Yeah, okay, yeah, cut them up. Double J, I'm telling you right now. Yeah. And listen to me. When Khalil mollywops him, I'm saying it right here on national television. When Khalil mollywop him, I want you to come back here and we're gonna get a State of the Union apology from you. That's right. It's gonna be broadcast on CNN, Nobody's In, ONN, the Country Music Network, and Beyonce's channel. You going down, boy. You going down. Teddy Atlas, baby. Yeah. You finna be looking just like Virgil Hill. Out for the count. You understand me?
I'll take it even further. I'll take it even further.
He gonna take it further. Listen, watch. Khalil about to take it further.
Absolutely.
Khalil about to go ahead. Khalil, take it further.
Really, I say if like after the show we chat about it. If Fight Night was a game that y'all wanted to do like hey, we're gonna stream this fight here, or we're gonna stream this fight, I would gladly do so. If y'all added like a streaming thing for strictly Fight Night, y'all sign me up. I'll be the head honcho.
And I'm telling you right now, after he mollywop you, I'm going. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get on.
You have a fighter of choice, Khalil.
Yeah, me.
Anybody? No, honestly, not even trying to pop anybody. Any division.
Any preferred weight class?
No, don't be asking no particulars.
Normally, I do middleweight and welter.
Khalil, tell him who you had. Tell him who you had when the other dude had Tyson. Tell him who you had.
Who did I have against Tyson? I had Bernard Hopkins.
Mollywop the dude. And the dude he mollywopped, I ain't gonna name no names, was mollywopping everybody. I'm talking about was getting a couple dollars at mollywopping.
Yeah, he had a pro record.
Yeah. I'm talking about and got over there. Hey, listen, he went over Tanya's house, our cousin Tanya.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm talking about for a party. Mm-hmm. Everybody that was on the sticks, that stayed on the stick, that had sticks in their cribs when they was babies. Because I couldn't afford to put one in his crib when he was a baby. You know what I'm saying? He already had a little mustache, so I could get him his first weed. I'm just saying. Mollywop everybody at the house, bro. They left the party early, and it was still cake on the table. I'm just saying.
No, to tell you the truth, how we would do it is our cousin Tyreek, Gully, you know Reek.
Yep.
And you know he's familiar with boxing.
Yeah.
Right. So he had me and him did a little bout. He had Sweet Pea, Pernell Whitaker.
Yep.
I want to say I picked Manny Pacquiao because we was trying to see like, okay, they both fast, they both, you know what I'm saying? You know, who could do it. Now, to my surprise, I didn't know Rick was that good. But I told him, I said, Rick, don't get to bragging. I'm gonna just get mad and I'm gonna get you gone. Sure enough, that's what happened. And mind you,
listen, and Double J, because they stopped listening. And how long have they been talking?
They who?
Say don't get to bragging. How long they been talking?
They who?
How long is the collective? How long is the right side of the screen been chirping about what they're gonna do? What's gonna happen to me at Fight Night?
Hey, let me tell you something. I'm gonna keep chirping.
7 minutes.
Hey, I'm Chirpy J right now, baby. I'm Chirpy J, baby.
Hey, listen. Look.
Detroit fan man said he looking like that Bulls rookie in the best post of all time versus the Pacers in Summer League. He'll grab names if you didn't see it. Oh, Detroit fan man, that's what you're doing?
No, he talking about me.
I know who he talking about.
I wanted right side of the screen. You hear that? All right, listen, bro.
But I wanted you. I know what he was talking about, but I wanted you to let everybody know that I know that you know what he was saying because then you said it. Okay, I just wanted a reaffirmation. Oh yeah, it's going down, baby.
Whenever you ready.
It's going. Hey, listen, Khalil, do I have to go buy an Xbox?
No, you don't. You can bring me a PS4 stick. I don't care. I'll do it that way.
No, but I'm saying,
no, we're gonna make it unequivocal.
Oh, okay, listen. First, don't Stephen. Listen,
okay?
don't.
We're gonna make it absolute.
Don't soliloquize the situation. I'm asking.
No. You gonna talk about it? You gonna talk about it? Be about it.
Okay. Absolutely. That's it. Hey, that's Gully. That's Gully right there. Bing bang.
What is
Hey,
this
listen.
picture, man?
Hey, listen. And Khalil, Khalil, after you mop him, I want you to do the magic. Hee, trickery.
This
I'm
dude right
trying to
here.
say hit him with that, baby. You know what I'm
Gully, I don't even
it,
brag like
baby.
that, man.
Hit him with
No,
it.
you didn't get enough.
I just look. The win
Yeah.
is enough for me.
Hey, I'm
man.
his
You know what
front
I'm
man.
saying?
Hey,
Just knowing that I won, that's good enough for me.
No,
you
not
know?
for me. No, absolutely not. No, I'm Jay Ellerby, baby. I'm taking it to the hip, baby. I'm going to get a bullhorn. I'm gonna go to the shop like, hear ye, Jay Revere in the house, baby. Guess what happened on Sunday? Then I'm gonna have a little video. I'm gonna be stopping people in the street like, did y'all ever see a whooping like this? Oh my God, yeah. Like, what's your name? What your name is, lady? Okay.
Now, is this a best out of 3 type of thing?
Oh no, ain't no none of it's a Molly
Gully,
Walk.
Double J, that's not a bad idea. Now that you say
No,
that.
this ain't the Super Six. We're
Now
not
we
doing the
hear
Super Six,
styles make fights.
That's not a bad idea.
Right, I know
like
he's
that.
talking now. It's a one and done. Now he don't want to do rematches. Now he Mayweather.
I like that idea.
No, hey, listen, hey, and I'm undefeated too. Just trying to say, man. So right. I'm Mayweather. I'm just saying.
You ain't hear all that from me, man.
No, you hear from me, but
you and you your daddy's son. That's all I was just talking about.
All right, well, I'm just letting you know.
You know what's about to happen though, Gully. Don't be surprised now.
Hey, listen. What I'm saying though,
listen. I'm fully willing to accept that it could be tragic. I'm telling you like this.
It's gonna be tragic for you. I'm telling you that.
I'm telling you like this.
Like Fred Sanford. It's tragic like that.
Listen, a person willing to walk that.
Oh, don't get on Maximus now. Oh, please, Maximus Aurelius. Oh, stop it. Oh, please. Now you Maximus Aurelius. Therefore, I falleth on the sword. Therefore, I cometh towards the emperor. Oh, please.
I just said I've said on this side, and my whole aura has been, we gonna see.
Okay. Well, first of all,
he made the guarantee.
Your aura is like an Oldsmobile Aurora right now. Okay.
Oh yeah, buddy. That's what you talking about. Hey, listen. You talking about a V8?
Oh, whatever it is. I'm talking
it. V8 luxury.
Talking it. Yeah, I'm talking it. Yeah,
okay,
gas guzzler. Yeah. You get from one gas station to the one across the street and be out of fuel. I'm talking it right now. I just need to know, what does he need to be able to have his end of the feat, or whatever the case may be? Because we got a PS4 still.
Nah, see, it's gonna have to be local, because I don't know if the servers.
I'm talking about the system. What type of system do we need?
You're saying it's gonna have to be local, because if he got PS4, I just need to get a controller and need to get over there, because I don't know if those servers still online, because I don't have a PS4.
It's only available through Xbox 360, Xbox One, and PS3.
Right, so we just need to go local.
Hold up. PS3, you can go online?
Yeah, still.
But not PS4?
No, you can go online with PS4, but they don't have Fight Night for PS4. Like, you can't play it on the PS4.
Well, when I first bought you the game, when I first bought you the game, when it first came out, what system did you have then we was playing it on?
I had a PS3.
Really?
Out of your depth.
Yeah.
See, he was talking all that. He don't even know how it works. He still like, but I thought they made it on Atari.
I thought they made it on 8-track. How about that? I thought they made it on 8-track. I thought they made it on 8-track.
No, Gully, listen, that's what I'm saying, man.
You about to say Super Nintendo next.
I told Barbershop J this. I said, man, listen, I don't gamble, right? But if I could ever put money up on a game where I know I'm walking out with some money, it will be that game all day, every day.
Oh yeah, he mollywopping
more than 2K. And mind you, y'all know I'm a 2K fanatic, but more than 2K. Put 2K
no. So listen, Detroit fan, man, here's what's gonna happen.
Wait, just local. We streaming this, right? I'm already feeling some action down here. This got to be live. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. What we're saying is, he and I see. I'm from the era we ain't call it local multiplayer. It was a 2-player game. That means your stick in the console, my stick in the console. We right next to each other, side by side, barking and playing. That's what we doing. But that action will be streamed, whatever console, whatever medium, we gonna have that live, so you'll be able to see it. You get what I'm saying? We gonna make sure.
Okay.
We gonna have a ball, baby.
Okay, but wait. So wait a minute. In order for you to be at your house and him at his house,
I won't be at my house.
What? What you say?
Cleaning up the living room. I won't be at my house.
Okay then. All right then. It's got Cracky McJokey right now, baby. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Double J, guess what though? You see what I did, didn't you? You see what I did, Double J? He ain't sleep. He ain't sleep now, is he? Yeah, he ain't sleepy. He ain't sleepy D now, is he? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No.
Yeah, it worked. Yeah, it did. It worked, baby. Yeah, I knew it. I'm saying, come on, man. I'm like Phil Jackson. Woosah. I'm Zen. I just don't be smoking. I'm just saying. All right, then. Check it out. Tune in, people. You all are gonna want to see this. Okay,
we're gonna coordinate and set the date.
First of all, I don't know why are you looking at my shirt and my hat when you said that we're gonna coordinate. I'm not coordinated or something today. Is it the glasses or something?
Yeah, you got the mushroom. You got the mushroom.
Okay, all right. Okay, then. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
all right. Khalil, you hearing this, right? You hear this? I'm
writing it down. I'm
good. Yeah, because we keeping receipts over here, baby. You know what I'm saying? And they not from Giant Eagle. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't. Boy, I'm coming to Detroit. I'm coming to everybody that's watching. I don't know where y'all live, but I'm gonna come and find y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a special autograph. Show that picture again, Double J. Just show it right there, right there. Yeah, y'all finna get an autograph run of these. That's gonna be Gully in the red right there, and that's Khalil K too. Hee trickery. You done, baby. You done. I'm just trying to say you done. Anyway, let's get last out. Who would you want to be your coach? Man, we don't even need to talk about it no more because now it's fight night. Okay, that's fight night. We finna end it on that right there. You know what I'm saying? Give these people a chance to go
Did
home.
we settle the details of this? Right?
No, we're gonna set them up. We're gonna
set Double J.
Well, I don't want. I'm using Ali and this individual.
All of that to be
all that's gonna be pre-established. Before we go live,
camps are gonna go for the negotiations. We'll probably do a contract signing, maybe do a press conference, press tour. But it's gonna be that. We'll work out.
So wait. So when y'all do the face-off, y'all gonna have you gonna have an Xbox controller, you gonna have a PS4 controller. Y'all gonna be holding it up at each other. That was gonna be
maybe. We might just do it. We might just do it that way.
Might have to be broadcasted live.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it will be live.
It's no question. It's no question. Khalil, tell me what you need. We're gonna get you what you need because he got to get it. Because he been doing this ever since we was little. Ever since he was a little kid, being antagonized and all of that. I know. I said, go on, sit down, little young fella. No, I ain't sitting nowhere. I said, okay, you know what I'm saying? I tried to pinch him. Hey, mama, then he hit me with the bat and all of that. I was like, go ahead on, young fella, because he was a little younger than us growing up. But then you getting your fin, get your big get back. Because these chickens coming about to be roosters right now for you, baby. The chickens is roosting. We just let you know. Yeah. Just letting you know. Yeah, anyway. Okay, so it's going down. It's good. That's right. Put him front and center, Double J. Put him front and center. Yeah, because he gonna look like Martin did after he fought Tommy Hearns. I'm just trying to tell you right now.
Oh, this is next level.
Gino, I don't want to fight no more. I know, baby. Yeah, that's right. You're gonna need some liniment.
You should put him front and center.
Yeah, put me front and center. I don't care. You're gonna need some liniment for them knuckles. Boy, they're gonna be like, hey, listen, it's gonna be a not so big to be like, not. Whose turn is it? It's not his turn. I'm just saying. Yeah, baby. Yeah, and I used to have that in my basement. Knotty Pine. You get what I'm trying to say? You going down, baby. You going down. Yeah. Anyway.
Capture all of this.
Yeah. Oh man. I'm here for all of it, and I want to be. Hey, I'm gonna be the ring announcer. Get ready to rumble. Exactly. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's going down. It's going down. Yeah. Anyway. At the end of the day, on that note, I'll leave you with this quote. A little that is earned because of honest labor is better than a larger amount gained through dishonest means. A little that is earned because of honest labor is better than a larger amount that is gained, through dishonest means, if that makes any sense. All right. We got to shorten up the quotes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, you don't. No, that's long enough.
Okay, good. Hey, yeah, Khalil, that's even more. You're gonna get a little more for that right there. That little snide comment.
I'm gonna get a little more. All the trash he didn't talk the last half hour.
Hold on, Gully. Let me ask
Listen, he didn't talk the last half hour. He didn't talk the last half hour about something that he not gonna do. And then when I tell him that's a long, oh yeah, you gonna get one for that.
Yeah, you gonna get it. Yeah, I'm getting
it. I gotta ask you though, is there any fighter that's banned that you like? Okay, no, that's we keeping that's.
Let me explain something to you. I'm not gonna talk.
Yeah, that's right. Freeze, baby. Freeze.
Once upon a fight night, I played as Bernard Hopkins versus a player who created.
Did you play as Bernard Hopkins or did you fight as Bernard Hopkins? Don't look over there. I'm asking you a question. I'm right here. Look at the camera.
We're going to stay right here.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, once upon a fight night, I played the game as Bernard Hopkins against a competitor that was beating the entire room with a heavyweight class with all 99s. Bernard Hopkins gets a creative player that was heavyweight, all 99s.
But guess what? All those 99s and them players that was playing with all them 99s, they had just graduated from preschool. I'm just saying, what the hell? It was little kids.
Once upon a fight night, I played as Bernard Hopkins. I played a creative player who fought at heavyweight with all 99s. They didn't last 7 rounds.
Oh yeah,
I can't wait.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
You finna get got. Yeah,
I can't
you finna
wait.
Get got. Yeah, you finna get got. Yeah.
What's
Anyway,
slick about it, I got a fighter in every division. That's what I love about the game.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you what you tell him. Listen,
that's what I love about it.
So there's no catch weight necessary here.
No, none of that.
I would say we gonna meet in catch. Yeah. So if he gotta work the weight, I'll stay in around there. If you want to go heavyweight, I'll go low. We'll meet there. Like I'm not about to put Costa versus.
No, let me tell you.
No. What's slick about it though is the game allows you to. So say Gully, you pick the heavyweight. The game allows you to go 2 divisions lower.
Oh,
you know
so the game would do it itself. Then never mind.
Yeah,
we
you can.
So there is no class. Yeah, it wouldn't allow me to pick. It wouldn't allow you to pick heavy or pick up. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever the
you could. So if I picked Sugar Ray Robinson was what, a middleweight, one of the 2.
Yeah,
so
middleweight.
If I was to pick Sugar Ray Robinson and somebody wanted to pick Ali or Tyson from the heavyweight division, it allows you to do that.
Absolutely.
You can do that.
Hey, and Khalil, would you tell him when I first got you the game? Tell him I used to get on your nerves.
In the show. Look at
He
him.
did. He did, John. Let me tell you. When and that was the game, I got Barbershop Jay to stop talking because he saw what I was doing. He was like, "Oh man, what I'm gonna say now?" You know what I'm saying? It was the one game, y'all.
And you know
if
me.
If he see me playing 2K to this day, he'd be like, "Oh man, why you ain't cut?" You know what I mean? But
exactly.
Fight night is nothing he can say.
Exactly.
And that's just not his true.
They would be at home. They would be at home playing on the games on a Saturday. I come in from work. They put the sticks down because I'm on 2K. Because I'm like, hey, listen, they couldn't get through a game. I'm like, bruh, if you're gonna play the game, visualize yourself. I said, rewind it all the way back. All that I used to. Man, I had more rewind time than they did actual game playing time. But fight night, I taught him how to beat Ivan Drago. I'm not Drago. What's his name? What's Ivan something?
Frost.
What was his name?
Isaac Frost.
Yeah.
Isaac, whatever. Okay, Isaac.
Hardest
You say Isaac.
I
say Isley Brothers. It don't make no difference. You finna get whooped on. Either way it go. You know what I'm saying? Whether you MJ, OJ, or Michael Jackson A. It don't matter. You about to get beat that day. I'm just to let you know right now, but you going down. You going down. Anyway, yeah. It's been fun, but we got to run. Don't forget to check us out. 9:30 on the PM side. You understand? I'm trying to tell you. Right here on, I ain't gonna say that part. Or y'all can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, the shop's fan page, and of course YouTube. And make sure, please, when you're over at the tube, you hit the subscribe button. We'd be much obliged. And if that don't work, y'all can Google it. For my dudes, Be Rich, Double J, D Gully, and all those, and Khalil, of course, Fight Night Champion. You understand? And all those who follow and support us, we say thank you. I'm Barbershop Jay. You've been listening to the Shop Report. And remember, Gully about to get it. Bleep, 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 whooped. I'm just letting y'all know that.
You heard it here first.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna stream. No. What's in your water bottle? What's in your water bottle? See,
hey,
you already
Lewis
cheating.
One.
Oh
this
man,
ain't
you
the
already
Panama
cheating.
Lewis one.
Okay. Yeah, we out of here. Deuce.